the Starting Soon page?
Yeah, man.
Cool.
While
No.
we get, prepared
Mm-hmm.
for the Sunday special.
Hell yeah, Sunday special of the Smoke Circle Pod. I won't do the official intro,
I'm
but
not gonna lie,
what's
I
up?
kind of like it on the Sundays better than the Fridays.
Bet we can do it then.
I almost do.
Okay,
Is it
cool.
easier for you?
Yeah. Around like, even if we can do it like a little bit earlier, even.
I'm cool with it.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Today was
11 or noon.
yeah.
I'm just thinking.
A little different because of the shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like trash. Let's do that. Trash that. Put this old ass bud in here for baking.
Ooh, okay. But I think it's also like a very important like note, and just to like point out in life, honestly, because I don't think like a lot of people really talk about it. Is they either say weed is all good or all bad, or like they kind of just put it like a uniform description on it. And I don't think their uniform description is really valid for cannabis. I feel like, man, it's like I said already, like off camera. I think it's a tool that you could use for whatever you want to use it for life. If you want to hide from everything, then you can hide. But if you want to use it to, man, I smoke and I have energy. I'm not gonna lie. Like I smoke and I have energy, and like I'll feel good. Like my stomach is feeling a lot better, and it just helps my GI tract, honestly.
Oh no, see that's a whole different thing. If it makes you feel better that way, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like medically, shit, ain't no reason not to.
Hell yeah. No, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
And I was gonna say this right before we went live, but I'm glad I didn't. Because honestly, I think when you have to when you have to deal with stuff right the way we have to, because it's not a legal market, right, for cannabis.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you could tend to abuse it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you can smoke it whenever you want it. If there's a dispensary, you'd be like, I'm just gonna grab 2 pre-rolls for the weekend.
That's it.
You just run down here, you grab 2 pre-rolls, you spend $10, and you're on your way.
That's it.
And when you're done,
done.
and then it's not the vice part comes in because
It's a black market.
you kind of buy it in bulk because it's like a little sketchy. So you're like, damn, let me get enough to last, so I don't have to do this very often. And then you're like, well, damn, it's fucking sitting right here in front of me. Might as well have some.
Might as well, exactly.
And then it's like, fuck, might as well have some again.
Exactly, man.
You'd be walking by and you'd be like, oh, there's that jar.
There's that jar.
And then you look in the grinder and you're like, oh, I left some in there. Well, we can't have that. But then, if you're like me, you're like, well, let me just add a little to it so I make sure I got enough. But really, you're lying to yourself, and that's for the next one.
Yeah, that's how I do it, man.
To be ready to go.
Man, that's what I do, man. I don't lie to myself though, but I do the same exact. Okay, fair. I do lie to myself. Honestly, just forewarning, like I do lie to myself. Everyone lies to themselves at some.
And what's so bad is that when you know you do it and you continue to do it.
And that's where that abuse comes into play. It's a thin line. And that's why, man, it's a thin line. I'll give it to you. Like it's a thin line, but
yeah, I'll be honest with you.
For so much good.
I haven't gone to the gym since Monday. But that one, I have a valid reason. I tore both of my fucking arms so bad, bro.
Really?
I went so hard on Monday. I haven't been able to close my arms like this.
Oh, shit.
In a week.
Oh, no.
They've been like this. This is as far as I could shut them. I tore the triceps fucking smooth, like in half, it felt like. They were in like, it was so sore and so painful. Then when I got to here, it was just like stretching it so bad, burning.
Oh, my God.
I was like, oh, I fucked up.
A light. I mean, yeah, it takes, yeah, fuck. But yeah,
just
I know.
Swole, you know?
Exactly. No, but exactly that. I feel like that's the first barrier. Like I feel like, especially when you start to work out after like not working out for a minute.
Oh man.
It's always the worst, and injuries happen.
Yeah.
Like.
And I did it before that, not that bad. On the front side of my arm where I couldn't open them, I couldn't extend more than air. Now I'm good. Now I got it. I can still
Yeah.
feel it right here.
Yeah.
It's still sore.
Fuck.
Crazy, man. Yeah, it's been a rough week. I've been like unable to do anything. I'm just like sitting there like this, like, oh my god.
Have you been able to work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Luckily, I got a desk job, so
Okay, cool.
that helps with the.
Oh, you do? I didn't know you had a desk job.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I'm a programmer, my guy.
And that's okay.
I'm a computer only kind of dude.
I see.
If I could just hide this shit like that, and turn the light on, then you can't see this shit.
Ooh,
Behind
check
it.
it. But exactly, it's that black market that creates the problems. Honestly,
I really think
it's
it
not.
is,
It's not
man.
cannabis itself.
No, it's the black
not.
market.
Mhm.
The way you have to buy it, the way you have to hide it, the way you have to consume it. It puts this dingy, dirty, dark feel on it all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it shouldn't be like that. It really shouldn't.
No, it really shouldn't. Because, I mean, going to Colorado, whole different experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I don't know if like there wasn't really too many dispensaries there. We did go. I was like, we were
I'm
on the
surprised
bus.
y'all went to San Francisco. Isn't it really bad?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so this is the thing. Like, yes and no, honestly. Like, if I didn't know what to expect, and I went there, I'd be like, oh wow, there is a lot of homeless people here. The fact that I did know what to expect, it's like, yeah, there is. It's real.
Not even just the homelessness, but
Texas people in Texas are a lot nicer though.
the theft.
Oh, the theft. Yeah, you do have to hide. Yeah.
Because I saw like there was
You
people
do
parking
see
their
signs.
cars with the doors unlocked and the windows down,
Mm-hmm.
so that they didn't get their fucking windows busted out.
I did see that too. I
was
mean, not
like-
there, but I saw that on the news.
I was like,
And so you do
God.
see like little signs. You do see like little notices like, hey, keep the community safe or keep the community clean. Or like at Starbucks, it has like a list
Yeah.
of rules that you have
Fuck
to.
Starbucks.
Yeah, I don't really care for them either, honestly. Like, even though I did have a drink a couple
They're
days ago.
supporting the wrong side of the conflict going on.
Oh, about. Oh, really?
The big conflict that I know we'll get into later. But
I honestly don't know too much about it, honestly.
I might have to wait till we start smoking so I can just go off my rocker.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I feel.
That one's got me heated a
Mm-hmm.
little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, you saw the tweet, right? That was put out.
No.
You didn't see
No.
what the guy tweeted out. The
Oh.
leader of
Yes.
Hamas.
Yes. About Global Day of
Jihad.
Yes. Yeah.
That's wild. It's wild to think that we'll let that dude have a Twitter, but at one point we took away Donald Trump. So
Wow. Wow, you're right about that.
we never
honestly.
took that guy's away.
Well, new ownership. It's a completely new. It's not even called Twitter anymore
Well,
now.
yeah,
I mean,
I mean-
so that's the reason why. I mean, because of Elon, but to
And I
really,
get freedom of speech and stuff, right? But like,
yeah,
that's calling for terrorism.
yeah, it is. That is what it is. Exactly that. Damn. I didn't know you put that on Twitter and it was just there for everyone to see.
Yeah, it was on X. Yeah, it was just posted there. Calling through social media, bro. That's wild. And then what people don't get is they reposted it, like talking about it, and it's like, man, you're fucking, you're spreading it even more. Like, don't.
Yeah.
That's one of those things you don't talk about.
That's the shit that you block. That's the shit that you cancel right there. Shit.
Yeah, get it out of there. Get him off. Get it out.
Yeah, you can't be doing the terroristic threats.
Let people be aware that that's happening, right? Like,
Uh-huh.
that guy's calling for that, but also like,
Yeah, you don't need to.
you don't need to repost that.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's wild times, man. Wild times. Man, it's.
Or I mean, we could just go in on this right off the bat. Might as well. Let's go hot right off the bat, Sean.
Hell yeah.
Let me twist this up with this paper real quick.
Hell yeah.
But how was San Francisco otherwise? I mean, y'all had a good time?
It was a good time, man. It was a good time.
That shit was-
Hiked,
that shit
steep
was funny.
hills. Yeah.
You sent me that text. The fucking
Oh,
Golden Gate Bridge on
dude.
Friday,
Yeah.
I was like,
I was
oh,
right there.
Like, he ain't coming. don't think he's gonna make it.
I don't think he's gonna make it. And I was gonna text you earlier in the week, but then life happened. I just totally like forgot. And then like you texted, I was like we were on the actually I was on the bus, and we were just like parked up right there, like tourist center, whatever. And that was my whereabouts. And then I saw that, I was like, shit, forgot, like. But it was yeah, man, it was nice though. It was a nice little trip.
Well, that's pretty neat. That didn't fucking work at all.
Same thing as with mine, man. You have to like really like yeah. Mine became a little loose too. Mine's a little loose.
It's cool. I don't care.
No,
they smoke the same.
They smoke the same. It don't matter.
I always end up with this shit like that.
Yeah, that was.
Never packs right around a filter, bro. It just never does.
How close are you packing to the front of your? You should always give a little bit of space on either side, and if anything,
I fucking roll that bitch tight.
No. If you put the paper in the little machine, make sure just to give a little bit more on the filter side, like, or move your paper a little bit more towards the end of your joint. That way, the paper will extend to cover up your material.
I love your choice of words, bro. That's how you know.
That's how you know.
That's how you know right there.
That's how you know.
We were destined for this.
Absolutely.
Big things, man. Yeah. I'm excited to see the way the route this takes. This little journey of our little podcast.
Hell yeah, man.
So we were talking right before we actually turned the mics on. You were saying that you were gonna
just take a break of. So my thing is, if it's at the house, and we already talked about like buying in bulk and like not even like, but just with the black market, not it's not even that, but like, just the black market with it all, and something I could tell you maybe off camera.
It's probably okay.
Huh?
We're still off camera. I mean.
Oh, is it? Maybe it should be best if we unlist. No, I can think about it. I was gonna say like unlist the previous episodes to where it's only.
A lot of them are not listed.
Oh, really?
Because they were on Twitch when we were doing Twitch.
Oh, snap!
We lost all that because I didn't realize that it was like they only stayed on there for 7 days. All of our YouTubes are permanent, but we could hide all from a.
And rebrand this hoe.
Rebrand it. Okay, what are you thinking? Well, maybe we can talk about that.
Yeah, maybe we could off camera or.
Yeah, we can talk about that off.
Okay. Yeah. Exactly. Just to reach a bigger audience. Because what they do with YouTube and shit, man, they see you smoking, man, they demonize you.
Down, way down.
They do.
They do.
And it's like impossible. And just think about, man, I just think there's just a lot of people out there just looking down upon it. And so we can still spread the truth, but do it in a more practical and reasonable way to spread the net out a little bit more.
We do and have had a tendency to be dumb sloppy on here.
I think that's the thing.
And I'm sure we could look. I guarantee you, if we watched ours back, we'd be like, what the fuck? Nobody's gonna watch this shit.
Exactly.
Look at these goons.
That's the thing. That's the perception, right? That's the perception. That's not reality, but like, of course, like we look at it like, oof, yeah. And there's like, of course, like we're just sorry now. Like, what the fuck do we know? Honestly,
don't know shit.
We never claimed to, right? That's not what this is about. This is never what it's about. This is not like a jury of truth, like just like, or just like, it's not like that, man. It's always like a growth mindset, I feel like.
Yeah.
And
no,
so like is. And so I have like a little bit of of product, right? And then like after I'm done, I'm just gonna like take a little bit step back, still enjoy it
Mm-hmm.
at the right times. But if it's off camera, that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then just unlist everything, start anew.
Start
Fuck,
anew.
fuck it.
Come up from the ashes, bro, like a phoenix.
Hell yeah, man. That's
Bring
what I
us
really.
in, bro.
Hell yeah. Episode 73 of the Smoke Circle Pod. One way to do it, only way to do it. That's coming in hot on a
Damn.
Sunday afternoon.
I like the Sunday vibe.
Hell yeah, Sunday fun day.
It's much less like. I feel like Friday is stressful because you got to get
Yeah.
off work and then you got to try to get all the way over here.
Yeah,
Especially if you're gonna move to a new place that's even further out.
yeah, yeah.
That's just not a good time.
Exactly.
Then I'm tired. You're tired. It's after work. It's been a whole fucking week.
Mm-hmm.
This is like one day of recovery and then a chill Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Smooth vibing.
Mm-hmm.
Focused aid.
Focus aid. Fuck you said. Focus aid, only way to do it, man. Really fucks with that. But man, I agree, man. I think it's a lot more like of a chill vibe.
It
like,
is. You can kind of gather your thoughts and like,
mm-hmm.
and then it's a full week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of shit that happens on the weekends,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't get to cover that till the next week.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
this way, we're kind of in it.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, once a week, we're not doing a whole lot here.
Mm-hmm. But
But
I think
yeah.
we are. I think we are.
So I just wanted to. I'm gonna dig in your personal life, bro.
Hell yeah, man.
So what made you want to really quit, or
Man, honestly, I would say, well, one thing for sure is like meeting someone that I really do care about, and realizing in the back of my mind that I do want to at one point, like, not. So this is the thing, man. Like, I would just be at home. Like, this is the thing. I would just be completely honest with you. I would just be at home smoking by myself, and I don't want to be like, like fucking 35 or like a 40-year-old and just like going to my place of residence and just smoking by myself. It doesn't matter how big my place of residence is or whatever that may be.
It doesn't matter, yeah.
It doesn't matter. I think there's like more important things that are. Mostly do like doing it for my family. Like I want to do it for my family, honestly, and yeah, just like a new season in my life, man. I'll be real with you, man. I've grown a lot, man. I've grown a lot this past year and this past, yeah, exactly that.
Damn. So, your new lady or your lady you're with now. Sorry, that kind of sounded bad. Either way I said that, I realized.
No, man.
She's not a smoker, not a 420 partaker.
Not a 420 partaker, but it's not.
It doesn't make or break it, right? Because
no.
From my perspective, right? Because we used to both smoke, and since the baby, she didn't smoke while she was pregnant, obviously. But then afterwards, she just kind of doesn't have a taste for it. And like occasionally, but it makes it a little more fun.
Yeah, yeah.
And she gets real scared about it.
Yeah,
she's
fair.
like, I don't want to get real fucking paranoid.
Fair.
And I'm like, that's because we're already like tired and other shit's going on, and like when you're gonna do that, we don't have the baby and we're stressed about something else. And then it's like that's not the time for it, because then it just enhances all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Anxiety.
Exactly.
Instead of relieving it.
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly.
Yeah,
I want it to. Yeah, man, I want it to be a relief, not something that like frightens me or something that I don't think I honestly swear to God, I've been saying it over and over. I don't think I've like abused.
I don't think you've abused it.
I've never. I honestly don't. If I'm just being real, I smoked every day, but that doesn't mean I abused it. I think there's a difference there, honestly. But like I said, I think like if I take a step back and don't smoke it every day, or just do it, occasionally, even if it's short,
on here or after this.
Exactly.
When the camera dims.
When the camera dims.
So I've got it set up, dude, because I had it set up for my stream over there, where when I was smoking, I mean, we can put something else on there, but we'll just hide the camera a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put up a nice little smoke effect.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's going on. You know
know.
what's going on. But like YouTube doesn't know. The
Yeah.
algorithm in YouTube doesn't understand. Okay, like
Yeah, like what? There's nothing illegal about it. Like
there's nothing bad about
it's nothing
it.
bad. Exactly, there's nothing bad about it. But then like even like the legality of it, like they'll try to even like
Oh yeah, you can
come. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
they, you
dude.
know, like and like let's grow this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like let's really like think like long term, long term. You
I
know?
remember so you really have turned a complete different page, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. Because in the
Yeah.
beginning of this,
Yeah.
you're like, I just want it to be what it is, and now I think now we're kind of on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
Now we want the same thing with this. I really want this to be, you know, something great.
Maybe we just completely rebrand it.
So I got Trevor in the chat saying when
Hell
he
yeah.
quit smoking, he had wild dreams, and that's something that a lot of people talk about.
When they quit smoking, they did
Yeah.
have wild dreams. Okay.
Because when you quit, right? So if you smoked every day and you still do or have been, when you stop smoking, so marijuana blocks part of your REM sleep
Mm-hmm.
and your dream state.
Mm-hmm.
So when you quit smoking, you're gonna have like
I think I quit.
it's gonna be fucking intense.
Yeah, I've never had dreams, honestly.
I bet you're about to.
But even so, like I haven't been smoking that much like here of late. Where like I haven't been smoking every single day. I'll just put it to you like that. I'll like, I've taken a little step back, I would say. But then once in a little bit, I'm gonna take even a further back step, and
What's that? What's that gonna be?
or just not buying, just not
It's not buying anymore.
exactly, and so then that way it's just not there for me to, and that would just really cut back.
When it's there, man.
When it's there, it's there.
Damn. Yeah, I'm a little lackadaisical today. I don't have my thoughts together.
The focus aid will help.
It's
focus.
definitely kicked in way more than when we started. 'Cause I was
Okay.
like, I don't know, I can do this. I was tired.
Man, yeah, I just like I don't know. I had a good like little workout session. When it, like if you just like do like little things, you don't even have to go to the gym. It doesn't even have to be about the gym, honestly. Right
No,
now.
it doesn't. No.
Just if you just get like just making your bed the first thing in the morning, right? If you do that, boom, you got one step in. That's the first habit or the first victory of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Then you do, and then like I don't know, you have a good breakfast, or if you don't eat breakfast, you do your first task of the day, or you do whatever you need to do, and you just knock that out. And then you knock that out, and you maybe do like little errands or whatever it may be, just to kind of set up your life to be more productive.
Yeah. So I know the guy in our chat, and that motherfucker is a good example too, because the dude gets up at like I don't know, like I want to say he told me he gets up at like 3 a.m. to work out and shit before he goes to work, and I'm like, oh, you're a different animal. I don't know how this guy has so much. Trevor, I don't know how you have so much fucking energy, my man.
Yeah, he's going.
Dead ass, like
keeps going.
Homie's always chipper. I don't understand.
Hell yeah, that's just energy from a higher power. I feel like that's just coming from a different place where it's not even like you in a way. Like that's just like you, but like connected to a different alternate source that's not worldly.
Yeah,
because you could get trapped in everything in this world and consume, and then that's just gonna drain your life force. But if you just don't consume, really don't have that consumer mindset and just have that growth interpersonal mindset, you're going to grow internally, and then therefore your exterior's gonna
like
show
I
that.
have a consumer mindset when we talk about this but I just like things. I don't know
I
how
get
to
that.
explain it.
Okay.
But I wouldn't sound like consumed by it. But then again, at the end of the day, like I don't really think it's that bad. I think it gets bad when it's like all you ever do. But I think that's with anything, right? If it's all you ever do with anything, it's not good. It's not healthy, right? If all you ever do is work, it's not healthy.
Yeah.
If all you ever do is play, it's not healthy.
Yeah.
Right?
that balance.
So I think like if all you ever do is just smoke weed, that would be abusing it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
in moderation, I think when you blend it all together,
Oh, yeah, it
you
could
come
be
up
a
with a
tool.
nice little painting.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. A nice little paint. A beautiful,
Beautiful.
beautiful masterpiece. I don't even think it, don't sell yourself short, like you really are beautiful. I mean, you're a beautiful masterpiece. I mean, not just saying
Everybody,
everyone,
yeah.
exactly. Like, really everyone.
Or
I
they
mean,
have the potential. You have the potential to be right,
mm-hmm.
and a lot of people just
They don't access it. They don't want to show that potential of theirs.
a lot of people waste a lot of their time and their life energy, man, on shit that's just like pointless.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, weed in an illegal market is really fucking expensive.
Oh
When you
yeah.
gotta
When
break
you
it down, dude, it's
yeah,
fucking an expensive habit.
yeah, that too. Yeah.
So, I mean, I get it all around. Um, damn, I had some other questions I was gonna ask you, but now I fucking kind of moved off.
No, man, that's cool
Ask.
too, man. Do you want to spark it right now, or do you want to wait on it?
No, let's wait on it.
Okay, cool. I'll fuss with
We're
it.
only like 30 minutes in. Let's give it.
Oh man, I think like 30 minutes went by quickly. I thought we were like 15 or 10.
Well, we're really 15 in.
Oh,
on the
okay,
camera. We were
okay,
15
got you,
in
got you,
live,
got you.
but, like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I think that's good, and like it's gonna be like that change over like a couple weeks. Honestly, if I'm just being real.
I got you. Yeah.
But I really am mindful about it, and I really am going to I'm gonna change that part of my life.
That's good, man.
Overall,
That'll change a lot of other aspects in your life too.
Exactly.
Because you'll feel that you'll fill in that time or that activity with something else.
Even I've noticed filling in that time and activity with something else that might be even just reading or something or fuck. I don't really don't watch too much TV. If I do watch TV, I'll watch sports, but I haven't really watched a lot of football or basketball or anything like this.
Yeah.
Lately.
People are always all in on football, man. It's just not. It's just.
We're doing it right now during NFL Sunday, right?
Oh, we are on during. Shit, 1:00 games probably just kicked off, right?
About they're probably at halftime right now.
When's the first game? Noon games.
Yeah.
Noon and then 3 and then 7, right?
Exactly. Yeah. You see, you already know that, right? That's already ingrained in our culture. You don't even have to watch that shit.
So
it's just
and for
ingrained.
me, it's not because I like to watch it.
Yeah,
it's because
exactly.
I know that I can't contact people between these times because they're like, I'm just fucking soaked into this game right now on TV.
You see, and that's abusive. Honestly, I think that's a self of abuse.
I think football is more addictive to people than weed.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are hardcore addicted to football season.
Yeah. And that's
full
dangerous.
Tilt.
Yes. Your emotions being dictated by.
And Cowboys fans are the fucking worst.
For real.
Just shout out to fans of the fucking.
Shout out to the Cowboy fans. I'm one, but man, we do have the worst fans, and it is. So get this. I think sports is a form of escapism, but I enjoy it too much to release it completely. It's just a fun. Because ultimately,
I get that, but you're not consumed by it like some people.
Exactly,
Some people are just like
Yeah.
full fucking gang.
Yeah, and that's it. And that's
sports season.
That's a form of abuse, right? It's not the thing itself, it's how you use it.
Because I've never understood this, right? I've never understood or felt the passion to want to fucking yell at my TV.
I do.
Do you really?
I used to do it all the time.
Damn, really?
And my parents used to be like, they can't hear you.
Because I know a lot of people that get real fucking into it. I've just never been like,
No, that's fair enough. I don't really get into it. Only certain games, like Texas OU game, I might get into it.
Certain games I could get into it, like especially if your team's like Super Bowl or Super Bowl bound, final games of the year, I can see it. But but some people fucking screaming every week, every Sunday,
every fucking week.
They go in to buy a new TV because they about to break the one they already got. Motherfuckers finna throw a haymaker at that 46-inch. Oh shit, man.
Hell yeah, man. I think this podcast can really do something, though. I really do truly.
It really can, man. It really can. I might be moving that's set up out of here. I haven't decided.
Okay.
So we might have some more space or another opportunity for something else in here too.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Thinking about taking that in the house just so it's not because I miss the aspect. I don't know when I'm gaming or something. I miss the aspect of just being in the house. I feel too separated out here, and I wanted it to be separate, but now
Mm-hmm. You have a
it's
family
too
right there.
secluded, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just like,
You hardly come out
I mean,
here.
fuck, I got to go through 3 doors just to get in the house, bro. Every time I want to get up, and I'm like, I'm just
Mm.
not get up.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to I could just stand up out of my chair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was built to be separate, like a separate little thing, but I can see how you having like a family right here and it's just like
Yeah, and it's like, hey, can you just grab this or like just give her some attention or something? And it's like, damn, when she's out here, it's a fucking pain in the ass because all there is to play with is all my fucking wires over there.
yeah. It's not really kid friendly.
Nah, it's not.
Yeah.
And as opposed to if I just had it like in the corner of the living room, right? I just fucking put a little blockade around it or something, and then just be chilling in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Damn, some big news going on for me too, though.
What's up?
Turning some new leaves at our job.
Okay.
We got rid of the toxicity.
Nice.
That person is no longer there.
Good.
They got him out.
Nice. Good.
And then made more changes and got somebody else out too. So he finally said, fuck it. And he just ripped the top off that bitch. Said, we're getting all the toxicity out of here.
Good. A different feel to the work environment.
Oh my God, bro.
Completely different.
Feels like we're on vacation every day.
I can imagine so.
Like, completely different. Yeah, things are getting done. Everybody's... And I got to be real. I was talking to my homie and I was like, man, it's just such a drastic change. I'm like, I don't know how to react. I still feel the old way. And now I'm trying to like, regrow myself and turn anew again and be like, we don't have to go through that anymore. We're not in that. We're not being fucking roadblocked and held back at every fucking turn and stop. My ideas can flow and be heard and shit.
Do you think that, and it kind of brings me, that's really great that's happened. You have to like rewire your newer
completely, man,
brain, like your brain. And I was kind of thinking the same thing of like hood, just hood idea. I mean, just what would it, just like hood culture, if you will, just crabs in a bucket, like everyone just trying to like, they have like the wrong mindset. And then if you perpetrate that, if you just like keep saying it, like the machismo type attitude, or like you only need one motherfucker, or I don't know, there's just like a lot of like things that are ideas that really are only in the hood. And then if you go outside the hood, oh look, there's new ideas. Why are those ideas in other places in the city? It's because there's a separation between the haves and the have-nots. The have-nots are going to be, clawing and conniving. And
what I've never understood, man, is that hood people have this desire to stay hood.
That's all it is.
They try. Like, they have to try to do it. And it's like a thing they maintain. And it's, I don't...
And if you try to better yourself in any type of way, they put you down. They shut you down.
They either put you down or shoot you. They're keeping you there. You don't get to get out. And then when you do get out, they want everything you have. And you end up not being able to trust the people who were the closest to you, right? Because of that culture.
And then it makes you wonder, how close were they really? If they really were just to cut you down your whole life, like, who are you really? Like, you don't really have my best interest in mind. Like,
and
fuck.
Man, talking about hood shit, man. Dude called me out the other day too. At work, he was like, "You grew up in the hood, didn't you?" And I was like, kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, why?" He was like, "You talk like it sometimes."
You talk like it sometimes.
And I was like, I,
It is what it is.
and then I was like, damn, I really need to change myself, dude, because I fucking
Mm.
can't stand when that
Mm-hmm.
that like. But as soon as something pops off serious,
Yeah.
that hood shit comes out real quick.
Yeah.
From all of us, from
Mm-hmm.
all the people that I grew up with, it could just pop off, and everybody's like,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's real all of a sudden.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Damn.
Exactly. Yeah, I've been trying to even like a little thing of like, I was just thinking about this. Like, I definitely hear you and like my little anecdote would be like just like even like it even goes down to our speech, like even like what we say, and it's like I keep saying like no, I'm saying or like, no,
I
I'm
do the
saying,
same kind of shit too,
and it's
man.
like oh shit, like yeah, you don't really want to talk like that all the time, like
Yeah, I had to adapt, right, to go into like a professional environment.
yeah.
I have to like have a whole different lingo, and I have to sometimes like consciously tell myself like, hey,
Mm.
you're going into this. That
Mm-hmm.
means watch the fucking vocabulary, watch the cursing, you
Mm-hmm.
know, tidy it up, look for the better phrases and sayings.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, why do I have to do that to myself, man? Like,
Mm.
this
I
fucking
think
microphone.
I think ultimately it's a better it's on the side, no?
It
I like
is,
trying to
but
do
it's
that.
like it has
Yeah,
an
yeah.
extra connection for some reason. I don't know why. These are so goofy.
Yeah, it's a bit goofy, huh?
Fucking gonna punch this bitch off and buy a new
Boom!
one.
Just like the TV.
Can't wait till we can actually get some like donations and get some better viewership and get those Shure microphones because
Ooh. But if you if you tighten up the
no,
bot.
it's like unscrewing inside of here.
Oh no.
It's a screw. It doesn't matter how like this thing's fucking maxed out tight
Oh wow. Okay.
and it'll still do it.
Fuck me.
It's silly. I'm gonna get some pliers after it later.
Yeah. But they look at that shit and it's like, oh, this podcast whack. But it's really fucking not though.
This podcast ain't whack for shit.
Hell no.
Everybody says that.
No, no one's
Come on
saying
in
that.
and I'll just
No one's
send you
saying
out.
that. No one's saying that. But like that's what the if the
It's
public
cool, bro,
saw
man.
it.
No, because the public sees my stream when I stream,
Mm-hmm.
and I get fucking
Fuck them.
like the only dude that commented because I don't have a lot of viewers because I don't really
Yeah.
push it like I don't push this very hard.
Mm-hmm.
But I had like 5 people viewing, and one of them was like, "Kill yourself. This is a bad stream."
You
And I'm
see,
like,
this.
"There's 5 of y'all motherfuckers in here, and like you got to be the one.
Mm-hmm.
1 in 5? Holy shit!
Toxicity, man. They're gonna be just out here just
It's
trying to
crazy,
spread their
man.
poison.
I guess I'm making it. Sean already got haters.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Hell yeah, man. Because you're actually making that first step. He's afraid to make that first step.
Terrified.
So he's gonna bring you down.
Terrified.
He's that hood dude just trying to bring
It's
you
something
down.
that he'll never have the knowledge or willpower to do.
Courage. He's
Right.
never gonna have the courage.
He'll never have the courage or the willpower.
Mm-hmm. That's called a bitch. You know, you just
Homie,
stay.
he's a bitch.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
Yep.
Straight up. Cowardice. And
Cut it every way you
no-
want to. That's
Mhm.
you still a bitch.
You still a bitch.
I couldn't
you're
believe
still
it
a
too. And I
bitch.
never even reacted to it because I didn't have my fucking chat pulled up. And then I
Nah.
pulled it up right as I was ending stream, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"This pussy."
Straight up. Straight up. Yeah.
Like, all right, bro. Good on you. I mean, go feel better about yourself while you
And he doesn't. That's
probably
the thing.
40 years old, live in your mama's basement.
He doesn't feel better.
He doesn't.
You know, he's just spreading his hate. He's just perpetrating, like he's just going through his hate.
It's really wild how many people do that. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. It's a sickness.
it really is.
It's, a
It's like they
sickness.
always wanted to be the school bully, but they were too much of a fucking pussy to pull it off.
Worst type of people. They're rude and they're mean.
I would
and-
say the people that wish they were bullies but were too big of a bitch to do it are worse than the people that were brave enough to be the bully.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At least the dude that was upfront about being a bully, you could be like, that guy's hurting.
Mm-hmm.
There's some shit that's wrong and home with that kid.
Mm-hmm.
You can figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
But the little bitch in the back of the room that's like, I fucking hate everybody here
Mm-hmm.
because I'm scared, and I'm scared about doing it this way too. So I'll just go talk shit online. Yup.
They have their headphones. They're just, and the one thing that was like
Eesh.
really like acknowledge like that was really like not profound, but that no what I noticed this past week was I was going down the elevator, right? And this guy comes in. Already has his headphones. We're in a building. We're in a hotel, and he already has his headphones in through this elevator, and he just is on his phone and doing whatever, and like just like eye contact. He's like basically like an incel type guy, and I'm like, dude, like you don't even realize. You go out in the world and you already have your headphones. You're already blocking out connection that could really happen in your life, and you're just
dude. So
missing opportunities, man.
Missing opportunities and everything, man. So I'm gonna take that opportunity and move along to some other things going on in this world. When I see people with fucking headphones on, covering, especially the ones that cover your ears, you can't hear jack shit.
Yeah.
Okay? If you're in the elevator with that dude and you're in the hood, I'd have robbed his ass.
I'm robbing his ass.
You could have shanked him in the fucking side like 40 fucking times before he even knew what happened.
He doesn't know what hit him.
He would have got robbed. Because he'd been phoned down. This is his world right here. Yeah. And you can't hear shit. This is it. He got blinders and deaf.
Yeah.
And he's not going to speak out.
Yep.
Dude behind him could have just fucking robbed him. Took his. I'm sure he had a backpack on. Right? If he did, taking that backpack, probably getting a laptop out of that bitch. Right? Probably getting another pair of headphones. Maybe a wallet. I'm gonna get his wallet anyways.
Yep.
I'm gonna take his stupid ass headphones off of him.
It's crazy how they put off there, and they're making them like a. You're marking yourself. You're doing like a big bullseye on yourself, really.
Oh, dude, it's so easy.
As a victim.
And with the shit that goes on now, right? And let's just say this: that guy's walking past some other shit that's happening. He'll never know. He's focused in here, and here.
Right? Completely disconnected from the world outside.
If somebody needed help next to him, that's or if there's like say, the crazy shit that's going on with the fucking Hamas-Israel dispute and calling for this global day of jihad. Yeah, he's probably going to know about it because he's fucking staring at his fucking phone, but he's going to be so unaware of everything going around.
Haven't plugged into AI type shit. And I think people like that are like fucking robots. They're the first iteration of like humans just morphing into robots. No soul, like no one like home.
Yeah, and I'm gonna let this feed my next point too. And one thing I kind of already prepared to talk about. I want to talk about this because I think it's very important. With the world being as crazy as it is now, and the shit that's going on, people are blind, deaf, and quite frankly dumb. Okay, to put it, just to put it out there.
Hell yeah.
The reason is I don't think people fully understand this one aspect. So we're gonna go ahead and throw some facts at everybody out there. The reason that a ton of Americans want the border secured between U.S. and Mexico is not to keep out Hispanics. It's not to keep Mexicans out, right? It's not to do that to them. It's not against their people. Their country, for everybody who hasn't ever gone there, because most white Americans probably haven't gone there. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I've been there numerous times, and I'll tell you how it goes. You drive up to the border. When you're at the border going into Mexico, you get a red light or a green light. Red light, one in maybe 150, 200, 300 cars, maybe. I've never been red lighted. Green lights, green lights, green lights. People flooding in. You don't know. And that's how it is coming in from anywhere into their country. So you take terrorists and they're like, hey, they don't check there. We'll go in there. They already cross hella illegally into America, never get caught. We'll just go there and then we'll cross and we're in.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason we need to secure the border.
Mm-hmm.
If Mexico, right, checked everybody that came into their country the way we do, or had a policy to do that,
Mm-hmm.
we wouldn't have such a big problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's not to keep Mexicans or Hispanics out. It's not to keep out. It is to keep out some of the cartel, but that's what people go to first. Like, oh, well, it's just to keep out the drug. No, it's really not. It's to keep out the 1,500 most wanted people that have already been caught trying to cross that border.
Mm.
They caught 1,500 of the world's most wanted people crossing the U.S.-Mexico border.
Mm.
Come on.
That's what they do. That's how, if they want to go to the U.S. to do harm, they're going to go through Mexico first.
They go into Mexico. They already have the money, so they just pay the coyotes.
Mm.
They come across with them,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're in.
Mm-hmm.
And then go do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm. And they probably
And we
have
don't
the
know
best.
who they are, how many there are, or where they are. Those are the big fucking three.
Mm.
And so when we see something like the leader of a terrorist organization of savages calling for a national day of terrorism, people here should be a little more fucking alert. Like a lot. Like quite a bit. It shouldn't put fear in you, but it should put concern. Right? Everybody here should be concerned now. Like, we don't know who's in our country. They could just start blowing shit up. And there was a guy, he's a newscaster. I forget his name. I could pull it up. He was a Navy SEAL, I believe. He did tons of stuff, right? Took out many bad guys. And even somebody like him, right? He believes that the next time that we're involved, it won't only be on foreign land. It'll be here because we won't know how many of them are here. And also, when Joe Biden pulled out of Afghanistan, tens of thousands of people that we didn't know who they were as refugees came back. We still don't know. So we probably brought back terrorists pulling out of Afghanistan like fucking idiots the way we did it. It's crazy bad.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
It's so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And the lack of preparedness in people that I talk to and I see, it's bro. It's quite honestly, it saddens me.
Mm.
They get like kind of worried and scared, and I was like, this war that we already have on guns in our own country between our own government is bad. But it's worse when you think if they took it away, we'd be helpless against these people that could just already be invading us silently.
Mm.
So I really want to call out to anybody that sees this. Do your due diligence and get prepared. Just be prepared for the worst. That doesn't mean go out and buy fucking 6 AR-15s. It doesn't mean do that. It means be prepared. If you don't have a gun, I think you should own one. I think every American should own one. Because then again, at the end of the day, like, guns are not the problem. It's people. And if everybody had an equalizer, people tend to think a little bit more. Right? Like, you know that if you're going to go into a fucking MMA gym and try to fight somebody, they have the tools. You're probably not going to fucking want to fight them. Right?
Yeah, they have the tools to kick your ass.
They have the tools to beat the shit out of you. You're probably not going to fare very good.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go to a place with a tool that has the same tools, you're kind of going to go, might not do very well.
Mm-hmm. The great equalizer, yeah.
Yeah, I just had to say that. I really think that the preparedness level of the everyday person is, I mean, like you said, headphones and phone. And it's so fucking bad. Because even though we're in this weird kind of like transition phase into some digital society, we're not there. We're not there. We still live in a physical real world. And physical real world bad shit is happening. And you're not going to fight it with your keyboard. It's not going to happen.
Damn, mic drop on that. Mic drop. That was beautifully said.
Yeah, I just had to kind of rant
exactly
it off.
That, dude. Man. Exactly that. That was beautifully said. I couldn't really. Yeah, I mean, it's just the preparedness level of the everyday American. Like, something that really stood out to me as well is, like, you see in the news, it doesn't mean that you have to be fearful. That sense of fear doesn't need to be,
that's what they want. They want to instill fear. That's terrorism. They want to instill fear in you.
Mm-hmm. It's the concern.
You should still live your life the way you want to live it every day. But you should also have that in the back of your mind, like, hey, I'm going to go to the state fair this weekend. There was a shooting there yesterday. Oh my God, imagine that. You know what they do at the door with everybody? They check them. Oh shit, guess they missed a couple.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to say, like, it'd be super easy to commit some mass fucking thing there. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because going in, we went last Thursday. Really felt pretty fucking unsafe as they checked me in. I'm like, wow, you guys just wheeled my fucking baby stroller around the detector.
Mm-hmm.
Then nobody went through it. Right? They checked the lady behind ice chest. My ice chest was in the bottom of my stroller. They didn't check it.
Wow.
Granted, I only had like 4 waters and a couple of sodas in there. But if a Hamas militant,
anyone really,
came up,
yeah,
and they don't give a fuck. They'll put a baby in that stroller, and they'll put a little cooler in the bottom and some bags on top of it and shit, and they'll wheel that bitch right in there.
Yeah. Wow. They don't care.
They could have fucking done mass damage at an event like that. And the bad thing is that me, the citizen that owns firearms legally and everything, I couldn't even take them in there. I felt helpless. Like, I don't even have my proper tools to defend myself in a situation like that. Crazy, dude. Crazy.
Makes you think, really.
It really makes you think, man. And that's the preparedness that people don't have, is like thinking, hey, I'm going to go to this event. I need to be prepared with, like, hey, if something happens, what is my first, second, third action going to be? If A fails, what's B? There's nothing wrong.
If B fails, what's C?
Yeah, there's no problem with having that. The problem is not having that. And then you're in mass panic with all the other people that also don't have a plan. And, like, now you're getting trampled with people fucking running like sheep. Anyway.
No, yeah, man.
I could keep fucking going and going and going. But
it's exactly that, man. We're a sitting duck, man. We really are. And people who want to do damage here see that. And if you see it, everyone else sees it who wants to do damage too.
Yeah,
right?
man.
It's not even like we're trying to hide it or try to, like, flex it anymore. I mean, like, it's so obvious that we're exactly that. We're just so naive to what could actually happen that, man, we're a sitting duck. Yeah, anything really could pop off at any moment, and it does.
It does. Shit does happen, and it's like, damn, what the fuck?
On repeat.
It's pretty sad, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad. It also doesn't help that we have somebody like Sleepy Joe at the wheel who basically funded the Hamas militants. He gave them like $6 billion, and he left them all of our weapons in Afghanistan, which they took. So now, if we were to go to war with them, we would be fighting them with our weapons. And they'd be fighting us with our weapons. They're also fighting Israel with our weapons. And Israel's fighting with our weapons. It's kind of crazy. It's like, we kind of fucking...
We do that. On
Everybody's
purpose.
fighting with our own with our weapons. It's wild how we managed to do that.
Not by accident. That's the thing. It's
No.
not by accident.
Yeah, man. And so, like, I'm all for Donald Trump now because when you look back at it, we were on the verge of peace, like peace deals. People were getting along. We had the economy was doing well, and then they sicked that fucking virus on us to just destroy everything with the way they wanted to run the country. It's crazy.
Man.
But I'm the conspiracy theorist.
Man. Yeah.
Right? I can lay out all the facts and they're like, you're the crazy one. And you're like,
yeah. What?
What? Are we talking about the same thing? And they're like, no, we are, but you're crazy. And you're like, okay. All right.
Yeah. Golly, man, that's exactly that. 1000%. You just broke it down. New World Order type shit. They did that shit on purpose. China did that shit on purpose.
They did because they already owned Sleepy Joe. They put him in the fucking office, strapped him to a fucking chair, stood him up, pumped him full of fucking who knows what kind of drugs. Have you seen the pictures of him like changing where it looks like different people?
Really?
Like how he looks so different in these pictures.
Now
they're like, oh, they released a new model. They released a new model Joe for this year or for this month. Because he looks wildly different. Like his facial features are wildly different from photo to photo.
Some type of crazy drug they're pumping in with him, like exactly what you said. Just stand him up. But that's why I always joke. Keep it running joke. Weekend at Bernie's, man. Weekend at Bernie's was a movie in the '80s where they just two people, was two college guys just propping up
dead dude. He was literally fucking dead. They put some sunglasses on him, propped him up on themselves.
Acted like the party was still going on.
Good to go.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
It is. Yeah, and I
just
like
broke
what
it down.
Joe Rogan said about it, that, the only way that they're going to fucking manage to make him run in 2024 is if they strap him to a gurney and prop him upright and move his mouth for him. I mean, can you imagine if he runs again in 2024? What is that debate going to look like?
But with dumbing down of the American public, don't you think that?
I think they went too far, bro. So there's like what are those?
It's the monkeys. The
what are
monkey
those
experience.
curves called? Like in mathematics.
Bell curve.
Is that where it's like this, and then all of a sudden it goes back the other way? Well, they keep doing this, right? In governmental policies and stuff, they go too far, and they're like, oh shit, we hit a breaking point, and then the people rise back up, and they're like, oh shit, we went too far. Like we tried to push so much dog shit, and then they're like, oh, oops. Now there's no like going the other way. Right? They couldn't just shove enough and then leave it there. They had to keep going, and then it's like, okay, you know what? Now we're gonna go the other way.
Where they don't even hide it.
I think they went too far, and they've shown too much and shoved too much and taken too much power and too much corruption that it's just overfilled the pot, and it's pouring ooze on everybody's shoes, and they're like, oh, I don't like this anymore. I think
I'm not wanting to play this game anymore.
Yeah, I don't remember what you said right before I was talking about bell curves. Made me think of that, but yeah, I think they've pushed too far where the people aren't dumbed down enough. That's what you're talking about.
Exactly.
I think they tried to dumb down people too much to where they were like started asking too many questions, right?
That's why they make that's why they make certain things illegal. It opens your mind, and that's why they keep certain things legal. Yes, it shuts you down.
Yep. That's why the big pharmaceuticals are. I'll just go. I'll wing it. I'm gonna say pushed. They're pushed.
Oh, 1000% pushed.
So pushed.
Advertisements,
and what's wild to me is when you really think about it, if you get prescribed one pill that cures or relieves the symptoms of one thing, you end up with like 15 other
Side effects.
side effects.
Side effects.
Side effects. You end up with 15 other illnesses
Exactly.
to
It's
cure
not.
one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This word side effects is so misused too because exactly that you have trying to treat one symptom, one illness, you then incur 15 or however many different illnesses or
Right.
sicknesses or whatever you want to call it. It's they make you sick.
It's just
Keep you on the conveyor
It's
belt.
a speech manipulation, and I'll give you a perfect example because I hear this all the time on the radio. Unfortunately, I don't have a Bluetooth radio in this vehicle, so I'm listening to the real radio, which is full of dog shit. But turn on my propaganda every morning, you know what I'm saying? And it's wild, dude, because radio shows and people that listen to the radio, I mean, it's nothing about what's really going on. I've never once heard them talking about the fucking news going on. I've never once heard them talking about being any kind of ready or prepared. Nothing that we've talked about on this podcast have I heard on the radio. You know what I've heard about on the radio? Fucking Taylor Swift and the Kansas City Chiefs. Every fucking day on every fucking radio station.
Put that up.
Just put that up. They're trying to keep everybody's eyes on her being with somebody on the Kansas City Chiefs team.
Distraction.
Who cares? How about you back off and just let them live their life? Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
For
a
one,
distraction.
stay out of their business. Don't be so fucking distracted.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy, man.
People living vicariously through other people with others, and they don't even like live their own life.
I guarantee you, if I turn the radio station on right now, within 10 minutes we would hear about them.
It's that bad. I know. Yeah.
It's-
I used to play like at 7-Eleven. We used to play the top 40 songs. That station.
Ugh.
And they would do, of course, the same songs over and over and over again.
Oh,
But then, like even the commercials would just be like this mindless type stuff.
yeah, that's where I was trying to go. Then I started ranting about radio stations. I hear this it's for speech manipulation. I hear this ad on the radio all the time, and it's for cash back. It's for like a credit card. But the way they say it is wrong. The speech is wrong. They say you make money, and I'm like, you don't make money. You're saving money. But they market it as you're making money using their product to buy your gas. You're not making shit. They're giving you your money back. You're just saving money. But making money sounds better to you. You're like, oh, I can make money doing this? Okay. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Yeah.
Yeah, sneaky business of
And
the
the guy,
underbelly of
and, they're talking
advertisement.
about it, like the little ad, and he's like, yeah, how much money do you, how much is it really worth? And he's like, yeah, I make around $200. Like, no, you save $200. You already made that doing whatever you do. They didn't pay you that money. They just didn't take it from you. Big difference. And I'm like, damn, I'm fucking catching on to this shit. Now I look for it in everything. I'm like, man, the manipulation in advertisement is wild.
Yep. You're
Just
awake.
And just like the pills and shit. The commercials we used to see on TV, right? Would be talking, 5 minutes about all the good that it does for this one thing, and then in 10 seconds, it's so fast, and the description's this small, but it's this fucking big of all the side and the negatives.
Fine print.
Yeah.
Yep.
The fine print is 6 pages long. The positivity is like a sentence.
Right there in front of your face.
Yeah. Crazy,
exactly. And yeah, once you're privy to it, you can't unsee it.
You can't.
And then it's just in your face, and then.
And I've been doing more research for one of the books that I'm writing. Is that there's a lot more naturally occurring things that are actually real remedies for these things with no side effects. Like natural herbal medicines. And people don't understand is that modern medicine originated from herbal medicines.
Yep.
And then we were like, if we just pump it full of manufactured shit, it's way cheaper. We can charge way more.
And we keep them
And
hooked.
then we can sell them this other shit that fixes the shit that makes wrong with them.
Mm-hmm. Never ending.
Never ending circle of you're stuck in our loop.
Yep.
Which if you just stop taking all of it and you ate some fucking dandelion root or something, you wouldn't have to take any of it ever again.
Yeah, literally.
And you'd feel better every day.
Yeah.
You wouldn't feel gray and mindless.
Yeah.
Sean,
That was beautiful, man.
I've done a lot of ranting, man.
That's exactly what we need on this podcast, man, because that's the truth right there. And people are too afraid to say the truth.
They really
They're either too afraid to say the truth. Let's break it down. Like, I think some of them, like, really, I think the general public are privy to it, and they push too much shit upon you. So people are starting to get privy to it and say, "Hey, I don't agree with the way this is going," but people are so distracted that they're lied to their own self, and they see it, but they don't want to do anything about it.
Right.
It's too obvious for them just to be completely mindless. They choose to be ignorant.
Right.
They choose to be plugged into the matrix and just not.
And choosing to be ignorant is stupidity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. That's just.
Yeah. You can't help that. I mean, like you put a horse up to water, you can't make him drink.
Right.
You can only do so much. Like, you're not ready to hear it. If you're not ready to hear the information, you're not gonna digest it. So if people listening to the podcast, they will not let the message that you just spoke land. They're gonna shut it down. Or they might even hear it, but they won't listen.
Well, here's the thing, right? If we make clips out of this episode, right, of all the truth that's been spoken so far, of our good and diligent conversation, right, based on factual evidence, they will we can cut it up and make clips, but somebody else or somewhere else, somewhere in the AI controlled minefield of YouTube, it will get cut up and it will look like we're idiots and we're spewing this bad shit. Me saying that I'm for Trump, they would just put that out there. That would be the clip, and it would be somebody else clipped in right behind it talking mad shit about how I'm some fucking right-wing hardcore fucking They'd clip that, and then they'd clip the parts where I'm like, every American needs a gun. That's what would happen.
Yeah.
And people would be like, you can't listen to this guy. He's spewing the ignorance. But then if you go and you actually fucking lengthen your fucking attention span and watch the whole episode, you'd be like, oh, shit. Damn, maybe I need to be awakened more.
Literally.
I'm not the problem.
No.
The problem is your fucking attention span is sitting to fucking 5 seconds because of TikTok.
Yeah.
Because you watch that shit all day with your headphones on in an elevator in the hood and you're going to get robbed. Morons.
For real.
Anyways, man, I'm going to take a quick pause and go get some water. And
Hell
then we'll move into that.
Hell yeah.
That next section.
Hell yeah, man.
Oi.
Man, just so much. I'll just keep it going from here.
Yeah, dude. You're good. You're solid if it's just you. And
hell yeah.
I have a hard time.
Going solo for a second. But being just like, man, a lot of truth was just spoken right there. And people are not ready to listen. People are not ready to be awakened to the truth. To their own truth of what we're really living in this everyday physical reality that we call life. We're here on Earth, like, and that just gets blown over and pushed aside. And maybe we're the dumb ones. Okay, well, at least I'm not, fucking gluttonous, just taking pills and being mindless to their family, to their own life, to the public at large. People are just consuming mindlessly, and that's what they want. The powers that be want you to consume mindlessly because, of course, it's just going to fill their pockets. They're just going to run amok. They're going to gain this system, and then you're going to be drained of your life force. That's what they're really trying to do. They're trying to drain you from your own life force. they're parasites. You know, this whole shindig of we're the best and all this that, you know, like we need to just take a long hard look in the mirror and just really reprioritize what we value in this country, and not just this country, not just the United States, but around the world, really, especially what's going on right now. We really need to, man, just take a step back, dog. Like, it's not that complicated. It's simple, but people don't want to make the active steps to correct the problem. Simple steps to fix complex problems, but all you need to do is make that first step. And just I was just talking about no one really wants to be awakened, and I was just kind of going off on that, and yeah,
It does
just
feel that way.
the mindlessness of it all, and they're gonna try and make you look crazy, but we're not.
Yeah, they want to make the people that are awake seem like they're crazy because then nobody wants to follow the crazy guy.
Mm-hmm. It's a sane response in an insane world, man.
Mm. I'd be worried, man. I'd be worried about some of the shit that's going on.
Mm.
I'm trying to be a little more prepared myself.
Yeah, man.
People will call me a prepper at this point, but
Let it be whatever it is.
you really need to. I think the average people need to really be prepared, especially if you have a family, right? Your household needs to be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
You need to have some kind of plan on where everybody's meeting. You need to have some kind of preparedness bag that you could grab and go. Call it a bug out bag, right? And really that just needs to have, a couple bottles of water. You're not trying to live forever off that. You're just trying to have the essentials, right? A couple of survival tools and elements, like definitely a knife. You need a knife, some kind of maybe a hatchet or some sort like that would work.
Mm-hmm.
But some way to start a fire and something to eat and drink, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bottles of water and some rations. Even if it's fucking spam, it'll work.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to tell everybody you need to go out and buy MREs. You need that, and then you need some kind of first aid kit.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all you need.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you can grab it and get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Survive for a few days till everything either blows over or you can figure out what your next steps are.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But a meeting place is very important, and a bag of supplies that's ready to go at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
How many people you think actually have that?
Not a lot.
I would say 1% of the population.
Probably less.
Probably less. Probably like a half
Point
percent. Yeah.
half a percent, if that. 0.1%. That's 1 out of 1,000 people. Seems about
1 in
right.
1,000? Yeah, that's
0.1%.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Crazy to really think about it.
Maybe a few more than that.
0.2.
I'd give it 0.5.
0.5, okay.
I'd give 5 in 1,000.
Okay.
Give it
Okay.
5 in 1,000.
Fair. Yeah, exactly. That's not a lot.
It's really not a lot.
Not a lot at all. And then
Damn.
everyone else just running around with chickens, like chickens with their head cut off.
Wild.
Mm-hmm.
You can spark these things
Hell
up, dude?
yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Only one way to do it here on the Smoke Circle Pod. You want
All
to do
right.
it? Huh?
It's been a great episode, Sean.
Hell yeah, man.
We're going to set sail, guys. We're still going to be live, but YouTube's going to block us from this point on, so...
Signing out on the
Here
Smoke
comes
Circle
that
Pod.
demonetization. Ooh.
On deck.
I'm sorry, did you want to smoke yours?
No, man.
It doesn't matter, man.
No. New Year's.
Now we can rant and rave and be stoned and shit.
Mm-hmm. Is this off camera? Is
No,
this...
we're still.
Oh, okay,
we're
cool,
still
cool.
live. It's full
Oh,
game,
no,
but,
I got you.
Just a shout out.
No,
to
no,
everybody
I got-
knowing that it might not be viewable from YouTube anymore.
It might not be available on YouTube anymore.
Shit, none of it might be because they don't like the facts on YouTube.
They don't, man. It's just too real. It's too. Yeah. Too
That's
real.
not even getting into all of it.
No, it's not. That's just scratching the surface.
So a lot of people, a lot of dudes, are comparing us to like the Roman Empire now,
Oh yeah, I see.
like the fall of it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's
smells lovely.
Tastes good too.
I really have gone to really enjoy the aroma. I'm not gonna lie.
The only thing, man, is if it just
Maybe not so much, but a little bit.
if it just tasted a little bit more like it smells when it's in the jar. God damn it, I would be fucking all in, brother.
I mean, it depends on where you get it, right?
That
Over there in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
It sure does. It sure does. It sure does. And that's why they don't want that's why they don't want it legal everywhere, man.
So good though. Makes me want to just take a weekend trip to Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Just to go to the dispensaries.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. You're not crazy, man. You're definitely not crazy.
I can't do that. I can't do that on camera. Can't crack the jar open and smell it on camera.
Man. Long term.
Long term. It's gonna be a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a perfect point, bro, where we fucking ranted and raved and we've done our shit. Mm-hmm. And this is where we talk to chat. Mm-hmm. If we have more viewership in here, this will be our chat session.
Mm-hmm.
Get stoned, hang out with people that are like-minded, rant and rave a little more, and then we'll fucking call it a day.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
I definitely like the Sunday vibes, dude.
Hell yeah, let's make it happen then.
I bet.
It can even be, like I said, maybe even a little bit earlier.
Oh, yeah, it'd be nice. Hell I mean, it's only like 2:30 in the afternoon, too, anyways. That makes it a lot different than, like, ending at, like, 11, being like, fuck.
Yeah.
Friday specials could be the, Friday could be the special. If we want to do a Friday.
Exactly. It's special for what it is, right? It's just a special, right?
A special day on a Friday.
Hell yeah.
This is pretty cool, dude.
Hell yeah. Oh, sorry, man. I'm over here.
No. Smoke it up, dude.
Hell yeah. Man, I just love it, man. I love spending the time with you.
Dude, it's always a good time, bro.
It's a real meaningful relationship, I would say. Definitely, most definitely.
Absolutely.
It's just kind of crazy how,
because
it's not like anyone's really saying this, right? But people would say, I'm not saying like anyone's saying this.
No, I understand.
But like, people just see this podcast and it's just like a couple of views, but it doesn't really talk about like the consistency and like just the therapy session, really, the therapeutic remedies that it holds.
Absolutely.
And that just goes, and we're not the crazy ones. We are not the crazy ones.
No. So let me ask you this, just based off that. Do you feel like, I think I already know the answer, but do you feel like if we weren't doing this, you would still be taking the same changes and steps in your life?
I would say just having a significant other has really put it in perspective for me. Because if I wasn't, then I would just be like, I would be that 40-year-old person or however-year-old person just by myself, just sparking up. And like, that's cool for a little bit, but I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. I never have. And
it went up my nose.
Oh shoot. No, but that's the main thing. And then also, ultimately, I agree with it, right? Like, I agree with just, no one's like forcing me, like, don't think it's like anything like this, but it's like really like put in my face where it's like, no, it's time to take a step back for my own self.
Yeah, no.
And then even like, I love it so much. Honest, and then this is also the truth. I love it so much that it's like the times I can smoke, it's gonna be that much more enjoyable.
Oh, it's so much better, dude.
And it's just, I'm just gonna get so much more from it. Man, and I'm not discounting weed whatsoever. Like, that's not my position at all.
So, it has a special place with me too, right? Because like being in a relationship, and I don't want to be high around the family all the time. Because right now, like having a baby, because let me clarify this real quick before it gets out of hand. I don't think there's anything wrong with smoking weed if you have children. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And the reason is, right, because when I get high, I can be fucking silly. And playing with a 4-year-old when you're high as fuck is way better than being sober and being like, I don't know what we're doing. I can't pretend play fucking tea time.
It connects with your inner child.
Yes,
That's what it
dude. Well, it
is.
can access that, right? So I feel like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have a fun time,
Mm-hmm.
right? I could just be like, damn, I'm gonna play a little video games and then get high and then
Mm-hmm.
go fucking,
Mm-hmm.
have a tea party.
Yep. Yep.
Fuck it.
It's how
Full
you
send. And
full
so
sin. Yep.
it doesn't blend well with life right now because, having like a small child is kind of like
Yeah. Yeah.
way
Yeah.
more like you're way more needed in certain things
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to like 4-year-old. Yeah, you're still really needed, but like, Dad, can you make some fish sticks in the air fryer? I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm gonna make
Absolutely.
me some too.
Yeah, man. And I think you kind of hit something there. Like you're through these experiences, you're learning that it does connect you to your inner child, and it does. It just does. Like, I don't know how else to say that. Like, it really does, and it makes it dangerous for other people because it's that powerful. It really is
It
a
does.
godsend. Really, I really do truly believe that, and that's not.
Well, they call it the devil's lettuce, right? I don't agree with that. I don't know where weed, right? I'm
Uh-huh.
not that knowledgeable about
Yeah,
like the
me
Christian
either.
religion or anything.
Me either.
But like, I don't fucking believe that at all.
And that's the thing. I can't
I can't say it's
accept
the
anybody.
devil's lettuce.
No, that's where that came from. South Park. It
Did
literally
it
came from
really?
South Park. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
And it just perpetrated culture. I keep saying that word. I don't want to keep saying that word, but no, but that's just propaganda. Like, it really is. Like, and that's not even real life. It's just a funny. That's just a
I
funny
feel
thing.
stupid. I've never fucking. I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But Christian people frown on it real fucking hard. Now you
It's
could
kind of
smoke
crazy.
that. God doesn't accept that, and you're like, wait, what?
This is how I do accept God.
I'm like,
funny
but
enough.
I bet you're gonna go home and you're gonna crack open that fifth of vodka you
Yep.
got sitting on the counter, aren't
Yep.
you? And you're gonna drink
Yep.
that bitch, and then you're gonna beat your wife.
Yep. Be mindless. Even if you drink, even if you just leave it at just drinking, man, you're mindless. You're not really going to be able to connect with your baby the way you're connecting with your baby with yours.
No,
That's just not what it is. Stop playing games.
right?
You can't lie. You can't lie to us anymore.
And
Stop
people
with
would
the
be
games.
like, "Oh, well, you'll never have." You're like, because I've heard people say shit like this, right? They'll be like, "Oh, well, you can never have like that real relationship with your daughter if you're always stoned." And it's like, you don't fucking know.
You don't know.
You don't know shit.
You don't know shit.
Shut up and go live your life.
Yep.
I'm gonna have the best fucking connection out of anybody you'll ever know.
Yep.
And you know how I know that, dude? We were at that event for her bakery, and it was a really feel good moment for me. And it was this older lady and older gentleman. They were grandparents, right? Grandparents' age, and they haven't been around a small child in a long time because we had a baby at the event.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were loving it because she was interacting with them and she was having a good time. And they were having a good time at the booth. And, but anyways, so yeah, they said their grandkids were like in their 20s. So they don't really have grandkids anymore, right? They're just solo dolo on their own type shit. And so they were really vibing. And when they went to leave, they were telling us I heard one of them saying it really hit home with me. She was like, you can tell good parents when the baby's that happy. And I was like, ooh, that's a feel good moment. Because she was having a great time. We were playing with her. She was loving on us. We had a blanket down behind the booth with all her toys out on a mat. And it was a vibe ski, right? And to hear like somebody else say that, like, I spew all the fucking hate. Tell me all you want. I smoke weed and play with my kid.
Yeah.
That's if
so
I can
real.
get parents to say that, like, the child's having a great time and happy and imaginative, right? And I'm gonna homeschool them too, so people hate that shit too. They're like, your kid's gonna grow awkward if you homeschool them. Be like, no, they're gonna grow up educated,
respected,
and knowledgeable,
and respectable. With manners as well.
The only reason I don't want to homeschool, right, is the social aspect.
Yeah, that you would need to have a good social circle of friends, like maybe like a community jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu would be a really good replacement with that,
Or just
honestly.
sports teams in general.
Sports teams,
My wife wants her to do gymnastics. Or
gymnastics.
see if she could do gymnastics.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one of those parents that's like, you're going to play these sports. I hate that. Be like, she wants to play sports, she can play sports. She doesn't, she doesn't.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, like, if you homeschool. If you
Oh, no, yeah.
Because it just feels...
something.
Yeah.
It feels in that other gap.
Yeah. I mean, that's really beautiful what you said, just said with the grandparents and everything. That's a really real moment.
Oh, dude.
And it doesn't go over my head whatsoever. Like, it really landed. And don't think I just, like...
Love those
lost.
people, man. Don't know them.
Mm-hmm.
I would fucking... Wherever they showed up, I would be...
Mm-hmm.
It was a real, like, moment.
Yeah.
Made me fucking feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Made me... It really took away a lot of my, like, social anxiety, too. Because I was like, damn, there really are, like, some really good people out here.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a baby, right? Like, that's young like that. You can immediately tell who has had kids and who hasn't had kids.
Yeah.
In a fucking split second.
Yeah.
And you can also tell the people that are wanting to have kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it separates people really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Because they either don't acknowledge her a little bit, or interact with her.
Mm-hmm.
There's just three. The people that don't acknowledge at all, they don't have kids. They're probably young. They don't want kids. That group, very anti like social people, and it pulls you out of that real fast. Because it pulls you into the like you'll walk past one person and you walk past another, and they're like, "Oh my god, hi," and they're like interacting and shit, and it's like has kids, can fucking tell.
Mm-hmm.
Has kids, loves being around it, or is like an interactive person in general.
Mm-hmm.
And weirdos.
And weirdos.
Because I don't know what it is, dude. There'd be some weird ass people that like, they just have an attraction to kids, and you're like,
alarmingly so. Like when these type.
I'm like, yeah, you might be the one that I wouldn't leave them alone in the room with. You might be the best person in the world, but
Yep.
You put off that vibe.
Connection.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
Kind of rapey over here. I don't know about all that.
Mm-hmm. It sniffs people out real quick. I mean, and
it does, man.
It's like that. Wow.
And you know what, bro? Again, right back to the weed, bro. Don't think I could see that shit if I wasn't somebody that smokes.
Yep.
Can't see that piercing the veil energy type. 100%.
Exactly that. That's a beautiful way to end this Smoke Circle pod.
That was some high Xanity right
That's
there.
exactly the truth, though. I think that's a beautiful way. I couldn't have said it any better, man.
Damn.
It unravels the veil.
Yeah, pierce the veil.
Pierce the veil.
Even though they pulled the curtain back, but you still gotta pierce the veil.
It's just this has been an awakening podcast.
It really has, man.
Man, always a pleasure.
It goes
man.
full sin when we smoke
Fuck
at the end of the show.
Fuck yeah, man.
Really does.
Fuck yeah, man. It's a perfect way to go out, man.
Really is, man.
Hell yeah.
Episode
73.
Signing us out.
Hell yeah.
Damn, till next week.
God.